you got any other tips like that? Just really practical things to pull them together?
The one thing you should know is that Google and Twitter now have an agreement yet again. So basically, tweets are flowing into the Google database effectively, and so they can now mine that again. Before, at some point, basically Twitter thought of Google as a competitor, and they said, hey, you can't see anything here. So there is a piece where there could be direct relationship with it. The thing is, even as all of us have been doing SEO for years, we don't know for sure.
I want to address this question here from Vicky. How do we leverage social media content for SEO? There is not necessarily a direct correlation between SEO and social media. Like if I post content on Facebook, for example, that content is going to rank. It's kind of a misnomer, only because a lot of social media sites will not allow you to gain the value from those links on social media. However, you do receive a lot of other sort of indirect signals from the search engines that sort of help you bolster the presence of that content on your site, like engagement metrics, the number of people actually visiting from a social media post, like referral traffic, for example, and all that can be calculated through any analytics program. Google Analytics is free, so for those people who have tight budgets, that's obviously a good place to look. So.
Yeah, I'd also add, I think you specifically talked about like what should you be, hashtagging your stuff with on whatever it is, right? And like as Matt mentioned, there's correlative pieces between the SEO and social, but it's not like a direct relationship. Like somebody does a tweet linking to your site, and that's like a link from an SEO standpoint. But at the end of the day, they're both about getting in front of as many eyeballs as you can, right? And so like the same way you might do some research on a piece of content you want to add to your site, or what are people searching for, how are they phrasing it, what are the questions that they have, am I answering that question on this page, or those questions on this page, right? You can kind of search the same thing on social and be like, okay, people that are talking about this, what kind of tags are they using, right? And so you're kind of, there's a correlation there of how you're getting in front of more eyeballs, and then yes, that tweet isn't necessarily going to give you direct SEO links, but when you get that social, kind of that buzz going, it starts getting in front of more eyeballs. And the idea is you get in front of eyeballs that maybe somebody is going to write a blog post about it or mention it or something else, right? And so at the end of the day, it's all about how are you getting in front of more eyeballs. And with both cases, the only way you do that is having something that's worth people's time, right? So your content, your site needs to be worth people's time to read, and on social the same way, for them to talk about, right? So there's that correlation there of how it kind of works together. And then for tag specific pieces, you don't want to just maybe make a random tag. So I would say, what are people tagging that are talking about whatever it is that you're trying to get out there in front of them.